Hello job seekers, welcome to my channel Team Up HR Solutions. My name is Hina. I am an HR consultant currently associate with Team Up HR Solutions. As a consultant, I provide following services, also post videos on various HR topics and ongoing interviews in Pan India. So subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so that you get the notification about the vacancies on time. Now let's see today's topic in our first segment called the Knowledge Hub. As the video suggested, today's topic is resume. So have you ever thought of why it is important to create an attractive resume? Have you ever heard of the fact you need a great resume to get a great job? Yes, it is true. As per the recent report 2020, it says that on average, any corporate job offer attracts 250 resumes, out of which only 4 to 6 will get shortlisted for the interview and only 1 will get the job. As per some other report which was released in 2017, it says 1 in 6 candidates who applied for the job were asked for the interview. As per the latest report, recruiter take an average of 6 seconds to scan a resume. Yes, you heard it right, 6 seconds. So your resume has only 6 seconds to either get shortlisted or rejected. So it is important for us to design a resume in simple words which is easy to read and understand, focusing on your key expertise area, strength and academic achievements. Now, before we start writing a resume, let us first understand what are the basic rules while making a resume or CV. The first rule says avoid spelling or grammar errors. Second, watch your tenses. So if you are talking about your past experiences or achievement, you will use past tense, and if you are talking about your present role, responsibilities, you will use present tense. So the third point says avoid the first person pronunciation. So it means you will never use the word I. Now some important tips while writing a CV. The first tip is the layout of the resume must be in logical order or sequence. The second, whenever you are uploading your CV on any job portal or send it to the recruiter, send it in a PDF format only. The third point says use numbers and figures as much as possible to describe your potentiality. For better understanding, let me explain it with an example. The first example says achieve 200% target in 2018 and promoted as a team lead. The second example may be due to the marketing strategies I used in my last company, the product sale raised to 60% last year. The next point says proper headings with to the point content. So always try to use bullet points while writing a CV. The last point says don't share your reference in resume. So provide information related to the references if and only the recruiter asks you. Oftentimes, someone may ask you for CV and you were expecting them to ask for a resume. Let us understand in which scenario we use the word resume, curriculum vitae, commonly known as CV, and biodata. Let us find out the differences. The first word is resume. Resume is a French word which means summary. It is a document of summarized details about you. It includes following sections. Number 1 is objective statement. So here you need to mention about how you can contribute your efforts towards the organizational growth and the goal. Then next up is about your education. Then you need to mention about the skills you have, then the work experience. Next up is achievements. And then lastly, you need to mention about the professional associations. So resume consists of 2 to 3 pages, summarize details about you depending on your experience. So if you are a fresher, 1 to 2 pages are enough. And if you are an experienced person, then 2 to 3 pages are enough. It can be customized as per the job requirements. It consists of very minimal information about your personal details. The next word is curriculum vitae, which is commonly known as CV. It is a Latin word which means course of life. It is a detailed document about you and contains following sections. Number 1, about your education, skills, work experiences, then achievements, awards, special honors, certifications if any, scholarships, project report, publications, professional references, along with your hobbies and interests. The length of the CV can be between 3 to 10 pages depending on your experiences. It consists of personal information in detail. The third word is biodata, mostly focuses on your personal information. It is consists of 1 to 2 pages only, and it contains the following details. The first is your date of birth, gender, race, religion, nationality, then marital status, about your permanent residence, your photograph, your height, about your complexion, then father's and mother's name, then about your educational background, about your work experience and the skills you have. Then next is family information, and lastly the hobbies and the interests. This type of biodata commonly used by the matrimonial sites and in few countries where there is a professional job requirements. Let us see the uses of resume, biodata and curriculum vitae in different countries. So resume is mostly used in USA and Canada, whereas biodata is mostly used in Sri Lanka, then Bangladesh and India. Whereas curriculum vitae, which is commonly known as CV, is mostly used in UK, then Europe, New Zealand and India. After the detailed explanation about the differences between resume, biodata and curriculum vitae, let us now see what is the standard format of a resume for a fresher in India. So this is the standard format which you can use if you are a fresher. So first you will mention your name, address and contact details, then your photograph, then career objective, where you need to mention about how you can contribute your efforts towards the organizational goal or growth, and then you need to mention about your educational qualifications, skills, award and scholarship if any, and then if you have done any internship or project writing, so you need to mention about that. Then next you can mention about the certification you have or the training workshop you have attended before, and then about your hobbies and interests, date of birth, gender, date and place, and most important is the declaration and your signature. This is the standard format for an experienced candidate. If you are in India applying for a job in India, so this can be your standard format of resume. So first your name and job title will come. Job title means your current designation, then address and contact details, photograph, career objective. So till here it is same as fresher, and then you have to include key expertise area. It means here you need to mention about your core expertise area. For better understanding, I will explain it with an example. Suppose you are a marketing guy and your core expertise area B2B marketing or B2C marketing or offline marketing, hardcore offline marketing or online marketing, specialized in SEO or social media marketing, etc. And if you are an HR professional, then your core expertise area would be negotiation, recruitment, performance management, compensation or grievance handling, etc. Next up is work experiences. So here you need to mention detailed information about the past experiences you are having, and then achievements and promotions if any. Then you need to mention about your educational qualification. Here you need to mention about your marks or the university you are passed out from. So I have mentioned few points in yellow. The reason is you can either skip those points from your resume or you can add it in your resume. It is totally up to you. Please remember, there must be something to say in the interview which is not mentioned in the resume. So the first is awards and scholarships. Then if you have written any project report or you have done any internship, and then if you have any certifications, training, or you have attended any workshops. The next important point is technical skills. So here you need to mention about your skills. So if you are good in writing, you can write writing skills. Next up is hobbies and interest, date of birth, date and place, and declaration and the signature. Before writing a resume, you must think, plan, and then write. What you need to think about what makes you different from others. Don't list everything you have ever done. So as I mentioned before, there must be always something to say in the interview which is not mentioned on the resume. Next point is think about the person reading your resume. So the words you are using should be simple enough to read and understand. Then think about the specific job you are applying to. It means you must know for which designation or position you are applying for. Next is think of this as a storytelling document. So the sequence of the bullet points must be in logical order and sequence. Now let us move to our next segment, that is Job Hub. So here I have mentioned few vacancies and ongoing interviews. I have also mentioned the recruiter's contact number. In my next video, I will explain each and every section of resume in details, some common mistakes people make while writing a resume, and I will also provide you some links where you can create your own resume online. And if you want me to create a resume for you, then you can contact me at teamuphr@yahoo.com. For more information about the job openings, please like, share and subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss the next interview. Thank you. Bye-bye.